Welcome back to Seoul Bite. If you're looking for the ultimate summer comfort food to beat the heat and wake up your appetite, you are in the exact right place. Today, we are making a true match made in heaven. We are serving up a refreshing bowl of Kimchi Bibim-guksu, perfectly paired with a crispy Zucchini Chive Pancake. When the weather gets this hot, nothing hits the spot quite like cold noodles, tossed in a sweet, tangy, and spicy, well-fermented kimchi sauce. But we couldn't just stop there. To balance out that rich flavor and add an incredible crunch, we are pairing it with a savory, golden brown pancake, packed with fresh chives and sweet zucchini. This is a classic Korean flavor combination that is incredibly easy to make right at home. So, let's get right into it. First, grab about 2 cups of that nicely fermented kimchi resting in your fridge this hot summer and chop it up finely. Next, wash a cucumber and julienne it. If you visit a Korean market, you can easily find Somen Noodles. Thicker noodles are okay too, but I personally prefer the thin salmon. You'll also need a boiled egg and some cooking oil. For our sweet and tangy sauce, we need 2 tablespoons of Gochujang, which is Korean chili paste, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of plum extract. Sesame oil and toasted sesame seeds are optional. If you have them, great, but if not, no worries at all. Before we boil the noodles, we need to prepare the kimchi base. Add your chopped kimchi into a bowl, followed by the gochujang, soy sauce, vinegar, and plum extract. Give it a really good mix. Now bring a pot of water to a boil and add the Somen Noodles. Stir them gently so they don't stick to the bottom. Here's a little trick. I like to add a splash of cooking oil. Since these are wheat noodles, the oil helps prevent them from getting soggy. Boil them for about 2 to 3 minutes, depending on your portion size. Don't step away. Keep stirring. When the water bubbles up and is just about to boil over, quickly pour in a splash of cold water. Once they are fully cooked, immediately rinse the noodles in ice-cold water and drain them completely. You could just serve the plain noodles with the seasoned kimchi on top. But in Korea, we usually mix it all together for you. Very friendly, right? Let's mix it up. Look at that glossy red finish. Makes your mouth water, doesn't it? And it's done. To finish it off, drizzle a little sesame oil if you like, sprinkle on those toasted sesame seeds, and top it with the fresh cucumber. Oh, and we can't forget the boiled eggs. Let's put 2 halves right on top. Perfect! It's glossy, sweet, sour, and incredibly delicious. Take a bite with the kimchi, and it is simply heavenly. But wait, don't go anywhere just yet. I promised you a recipe that pairs beautifully with our noodles. Let me show you how to make a crispy Zucchini Chive Pancake. It is incredibly simple. You'll need a large bunch of chives, washed and trimmed, half a zucchini, 2 eggs, and Korean pancake mix. First, slice the zucchini. Then chop the chives into bite-sized pieces, just like this. Add 4 tablespoons of the pancake mix into a bowl. Crack in the 2 eggs. And mix them together. The pancake mix is already seasoned, but if you prefer a slightly stronger flavor, feel free to add a half tablespoon of salt. Toss in the sliced zucchini and chives. And fold everything together. The batter will look a bit thick and sticky at first, but don't worry, as the moisture naturally releases from the vegetables, it will become perfectly smooth and hydrated. Now heat up a pan with plenty of oil. Pour in the batter and spread it out as thinly as possible. Once the bottom is golden brown, flip it and cook the other side until it's perfectly crispy. Slice it up beautifully, serve it alongside your Kimchi Bibim-guksu, and you've got yourself a match made in heaven. Thank you so much for joining me today at Seoul Bite. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more easy, delicious Korean recipes, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you try making this at home. And I will see you in the next video with another fantastic dish. Stay cool and enjoy!